Hello and welcome back to another video. It is Thrawn's Revenge here with a new segment. I'm calling these Thrawn Rants, where I'm just gonna rant about things I don't like. So, in the end, let me know what you think, and we can have a little bit of discussion on it. But what is the topic today? These sets. What do they have in common? They fucking suck. My main complaint that that I have with Legos is that a lot of the vignette sets, the dioramas, the scenes, they suck. They're not worth buying, and the only reason I buy any of these sets is for the figures. The minifigs for these sets are always what I covet, and never the scene itself, and usually I destroy most of the scenes. I feel that a lot of the sets that LEGO makes, the ones that I find the highest value, tend to be vehicles. You know, things you can swoosh around, things that you can play with. I feel that because it's a moving thing, it has, in my opinion, more value than just a diorama or a scene. Even if, this can move, Luke can spin, this spins, this moves around, this opens. Sure, it has moving parts, but I don't think it's able to compete with, let's say, an X-Wing or an AT-ST or, a TIE Fighter, stuff like that. And so, I just wanted to talk about dioramas. So for these two dioramas that I have here, right, we have the diorama from the second season of The Mandalorian, second season of The Mandalorian and the first season of The Mandalorian. And the only reason I got both of these sets is because I wanted the minifigs. For this one, I wanted the armor and the blue Mandalorian with the chain gun. I honestly don't remember his name right off the top of my head. I'm just kind of going off no script. And then for this, obviously, what everyone wants is 3 Dark Troopers. The Dark Troopers are super sick. I wanted more of them. I don't need more than 4. I have 4 now. I don't need more than that. And at the price point, sure, they're not too bad. This was actually better than this. This one, I think, it's like $30 for like 200-ish parts, or maybe it was like $40 for 200-ish parts. And then this was, I think, a better deal. But even then, I don't think they're worth as much as just a starfighter or a walker or a tank or something. I feel that those are more worth it because they do more stuff. These scenes, they're not as interesting. There's not much going on. And even when LEGO adds these features of like, this moves or this breaks or something, there's not much to it. I think a good example for me is the Battle for Scarif scene. It was nice to have some parts, but generally, I wanted Shore Troopers, and if they just made a Shore Trooper battle pack, I just would have bought a bunch of those instead. I think that would have been worth it for me more. There are battle packs with scenes in them. Not all of them have vehicles, but I think battle packs already, you're coming in with the notion that you are buying mass amounts of these solely for minifigs. Where scene sets, right, they can get up to, $70, $80 sometimes, and it's just, you're still buying it for the minifigs. You're not buying it because the scene is cool. You're not buying it because you can interact well with the scene. You're buying it because you want the figs in the set, right? Another example of this, I think, is the new dioramas, which are here. You've probably already seen them. They will be releasing within like a month or so. These are not only not very worth it for the fact of what they come with, they are also ridiculously expensive. I think at some of these price points, like $100 for the Dagobah set, like $80-ish for the trash compactor, and $60 for the trench run, that's just so expensive. And some of them don't even come with a lot of minifigs. Like, sure, there are some good parts. Maybe on paper, it's like the part count is good enough, but I'm never going to buy any of these. These are not worth it. I feel I could make a better kit myself with the parts I have on hand than what LEGO is currently providing me, except for the prints, which is like the only reason I could see someone buying these, or if you don't have any LEGO of your own, or you're not a mock maker, right? So that's like another issue that I have with scene sets, is that I feel I could do these better, right? With parts I have available, I could do these scenes better and do the scenes more justice, remove the play features, focus solely on looking as good as possible, and I'd prefer that, So like if you look at this, right, on the backs it's very plain, it's very boring. And then here, it's just a bunch of stickers. I didn't put the stickers on because I'm going to repurpose those stickers for other things, other mocks that I want. And then it's just a bunch of big pieces. If I was doing this with the intent of making this look as accurate as possible, I would have put a lot of work into the walls, a lot of work into like the ceilings, and a lot of work into all this, right? Making the floor look nice and tiled all the way through. Lego's not going to do that, right? Because Lego is trying to sell you a product that is within a parts budget that they have allocated with certain minifigs and all that. The way Lego decides how much things cost, how many pieces go into it, what action features it has, is a very complicated process. But if you just gave me these 4 figures, right, $15, a little side build or something, I would have greatly preferred that, as would, I'm sure, many people. Maybe you disagree with me, maybe you think scene sets are actually really cool. List in the comments down below some of your favorite scene sets or your least favorite scene sets, and whether or not you agree with me. I know this is probably maybe a hot take, maybe not a hot take. All of my sets that I buy, they're all vehicles. It's, Moff Gideon's ship, the Marauder Trexlers, ATSTs, the UCS AT-AT. Although UCS sets I think are a little different. Like, for example, the Mos Eisley Cantina, the UCS set. I think there's a lot of value in that, but that's because it's so big, it's so accurate compared to the movies. I think it has that value, but for that value, the price point is higher. Where like this, I would have rather paid less and just gotten what I wanted. Of course, we're not going to always, get what we want. That's not how the world works. That's not how LEGO works. So, yeah, let me know what you think of this style of video, whether you'd be interested in more of me just ranting about random nonsense and bullshit and things that don't matter. And let me know if you agree, disagree, some of your favorite scenes, least favorite scenes, a scene maybe LEGO hasn't done before that could be interesting. And I'll see y'all next time. A new video on Monday, and probably finishing some commissions. The ATAA is done. If you are interested in seeing that, it is currently on my Instagram. I will be buying the parts soon, but the first video that will be coming before the ATAA will be the AT-AT review, not as a set, but as accuracy to its model in universe. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.